I am ready. The temperature outside in space depends on if you're in the sun or not. If you're in the sun, it's about 300 degrees Fahrenheit above zero. If you're not in the sun, if you're in the shade, it can be over 200 degrees below zero. It is beautiful. You can see the curve of the horizon, and usually you see white and blue because mostly the Earth is covered with water. But otherwise it is breathtaking, and we spend all our free time looking out the window. The moon is different. The moon looks a lot like it does from Earth. A little more gray, not quite as bright. No, we are so close to Earth. Fortunately, we have not passed through an asteroid belt. However, we pass through dust trails sometime left over by previous comets, and that's when you can see shooting stars, and sometimes we can also, but we look down at the Earth to see shooting stars when you look up at the sky at night to see them. Yes, we are able. We have spacesuits and an airlock to do that. We usually don't go outside unless we have to fix something. Right now there is no plan for us to go out, but if something breaks outside, we are trained and we have the equipment to go out there. It takes a lot of time. It's a little bit dangerous, so we don't do it unless we have to. Our speed right now is a little bit less than 17,500 miles per hour. That's 5 miles a second. And you can see the Earth rushing by below you, but because we have no air up here in space, we don't hear the speed. We sleep in a sleeping bag, but we can sleep straight up in a little cubby hole in a little closet. And the sleep pattern is the same as on the U.S., although we can't look out the window to see the sun or rise or set to help us get ready to sleep, because the sun rises and sets 16 times a day here in space. So we have to just go by the clock. All at the same time. It's very hard to sleep when your crewmates are having to work very hard. We always want to help. So we always sleep at the same time, if we can. We only know by the clock and what our clocks inside our bodies tell us, and then what the clock says. We have a timeline we have to follow every 5 minutes, and that's what tells us. We can lose weight if we don't eat enough, but the food is good, and we have exercise machines, a treadmill so we can run, a cycle so we can bike, and a resistive device so that we can actually lift against pressure, so it's like lifting weights. Sometimes we gain weight, we gain muscle, because we use these exercise machines. We do not have to shave every day. Sometimes someone wants to grow a beard or a mustache. I like to shave every day, and we have an electric razor, or we can use the regular old razor blade with shaving cream. We cannot see space debris here. If it's close to us, it might hit us. And otherwise it's traveling alongside of us and we can't see it. It's actually quite clean up here. And yes, you can see evidence of pollution on the Earth, particularly wintertime. Now in the northern hemisphere, you can see dirt and smoke over the snow. We all like to look out the window. I like to play guitar, and I like to read and write. We'll see. I've been here 2 weeks. I miss my family. I look forward to seeing them, but I'll probably miss zero gravity. We are living in a laboratory. We have about 130 experiments to complete, so our mission is to get all of those experiments completed. I was inspired by other astronauts. I love adventure, I love exploration, and I love discovery, and particularly in science and engineering, and space exploration combines all of that, I think. The way we cook food is that it is all prepared for us, and it's in a foil pouch, so all we have to do is heat up the foil pouch. Sometimes it's dehydrated, and we have to use a water fountain to put water in it, and then we can mix it up. And the drink bags are just empty drink bags that might have some dehydrated soup or beverage in it. So we have a special water fountain to put fluid into that. This is Oscar Romeo for Indio Sierra Sierra, over. Thank you, bonjour.